I thought that this was going to be a lot more dark. I thought it was going to be darker and just a bit more thrilling. What I want to say is that we didn't even give this show a chance, bruh. We didn't give it a chance. Like, it only had one season. It only had one season. Like y'all couldn't have canceled it after 2 seasons. Like, just for me. Because honestly, I think this freaking concept is genius. I think it's so freaking like dope. And I don't even use dope to describe things, but like if I could describe it, I would use the word dope because that's how it felt to me. It had a rawness, like it had a pulse. It had more of a pulse than I thought it was gonna have when I was watching like the sneak peeks and the trailers and stuff. And then, the media always has something to say. And so I thought maybe it was gonna be cold-blooded. And I thought it was gonna be corpse-like. But no, it was so full of vitality and it was playing with my heartstrings. It kept me interested. The only thing is just that I feel a second season would have balanced out how overwhelming the first season was. Because the first season is a lot. It's a lot that they packed into just like a few episodes, man. And what gets to me is that the acting is actually so well. It is. It's just sped up and rushed. It feels rushed. The performances feel rushed. And Lily is so freaking phenomenal in this. And I love the character. I fell in love with the character. I fell in love with Jocelyn. That's why I want a second season. I wanted to see them build this character a little bit more. And I just feel like there was so much potential there that as soon as somebody on social media says, oh, this is exploiting women's bodies and it's over sexualizing and it doesn't meet the 21st century freaking standards of what is acceptable art. I'm so over it. Because I felt like this was a masterpiece that got like devoured by an audience that didn't really even take the time to appreciate it. Like, they devoured it, ate it up, chewed it, spit it out, and didn't care. But it's a work of art that's so passionate. But I do like that in the press conference, they were pretty much saying, like, they were going to do this idea whether or not they got the validation, and I think that's real cool. I think that's bold. And it reflects in the work because the work is bold. I think because the acting feels rushed, it makes the overall like delivery feel immature and underdeveloped. But when I listen to them talk about the making of this work, it sounds like they really thought about it and thought about the story. I mean, one thing that I can say is that I would have liked a bit more of a dive into the psyche of our main character, because they gave us peeks of who she is when she's alone, when nobody's around, but it wasn't enough for me. I think they spent a lot of effort and time and energy on the sex scenes because, you know, I think they just really wanted to illustrate that maybe it's just a sex-driven industry or something. But I can't honestly see why it wasn't received well, because the sex scenes are a lot. And I feel like they're okay, but they become too much when the rest of the story doesn't pull the same weight. But I felt like the casting was so superb. For sure. For sure. A lot of interesting faces and energies all mixed and blended into like one. It was so entertaining to watch. I personally enjoy Sam Levinson's writing. Because his ideas are very large and they take up a lot of space. So that's what I have to say about the item.